Public debt is as high as it's been at the end of World War II. Private debt is higher than we've ever seen it. So in the financial crisis, the solution was to bail out everyone. But that leaves us with all the debt. So I think that's still a challenge, that's still a price to be paid.
We paid a terrible price, and there's good and more to pay? No. I mean, we're still paying it. We still have, in the United States, very high unemployment, which is terrible, and we've got to get that down sooner rather than later.
Next year, 2011, we expect 2 million more Americans will lose their homes, in addition to the nearly 7 million who've lost their homes already.
Clearly the price is being very big, and we'll hope that we have learned from our past mistakes.
I think, and I also hope, that for Europe and America, the worst is behind them, but the recovery is going to be very slow.
Определенную цену они заплатили, но то, что у них в ближайшее время будет достаточно серьезная стагнация, это тоже никому не будет помогать.
Экономика, в принципе, ожила, да, то есть там говорить, на мой взгляд, о каком-то там очередном, так сказать, витке, там, обвале там, и так далее, не приходится.
Ну да, я думаю, что основные долги заплачены. Там еще продолжается этот процесс, но я думаю, 80% уже заплатили.
Если они за что-то платят цену, так это за плохое понимание собственной экономики.
The industry, and in particular the financial services industry, has realized that we need to act more responsibly. I think that regulators and governments have realized that the degree of oversight that needs to be enforced is greater.
Но по факту каких-то ярких действий и шагов, направленных на изменение ситуации в будущем, сегодня мы не наблюдаем. У рынков короткая память.
So the total bill for the excesses of the financial sector will be many times the trillions of dollars that we've already had to pay.
Главные риски как раз зависят от крупнейших экономик, например, США и Китай.
Для меня, так сказать, очень большой вопрос – это внешний долг Соединенных Штатов. Что они с ним будут делать?
США, конечно. Потому что долг огромный, понимаете, ситуация явно нестабильная, администрация, похоже, слабая.
Flip it the other way around. Which one would you like to see do well that can help everybody a little bit in the United States? The United States is still the largest economy, and if that does well, everyone else can do a little bit better. So I think the whole world should be hoping the United States gets better.
The most immediate concern is the instability in the euro.
Well, right now you have deep issues going on throughout the Eurozone. The Eurozone is the first one that comes to mind that has actually begun to see the ramifications.
Общеизвестные рассуждения на тему Испании, думаю, сегодня у всех макроэкономистов вызывают опасения.
Something happens to Spain is very serious, but you can't afford the euro as a currency to collapse.
I don't think there's any question that Europe is the main locus of concern. They're going through a political crisis. Whenever you have a financial crisis combined with a lot of political uncertainty, you have trouble.
I think the biggest one is fiscal deficits. That it's not that you have to get them down right away, but you have to take actions soon that show how disciplined we're going to be to get them down later.
Number one is debt. Of course, sovereign debt, corporate debt, individual debt will come back to haunt you.
Sovereign debt risks, primarily in Europe, but also longer term, the U.S. has to get its deficits in order.
Ключевой риск – это проблемы очень большого долга в нескольких странах, так называемых ПИКС, странах Европы.
Какие-то плохие вещи, которые могут начать происходить с американской экономикой из-за огромного долга, например, там очень быстрая инфляция, которая может перевернуть экономические процессы.
Number two, inflation. We're seeing inflation everywhere. Housing in China, commodities all over the world. So inflation is an issue.
Все-таки перегрев Китая и резкое замедление китайской экономики.
Перекос торговли США и Китая.
Is protectionism coming back through countries going it alone?
С одной стороны, выстраивание барьеров – это риск, но с другой стороны, глобализация несет в себе не менее серьезные риски, о чем свидетельствует кризис.
And number three, the possibility that the economy slows down again globally because of the foreclosure problem and a downdraft in housing.